Welcome back everyone to another tutorial on Tableau. This series of videos will help you take your skills from beginner to expert level in Tableau. Do not forget to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you are the first one to know whenever I upload any new video. In today's session, we will see how to change default properties in Tableau. Now let's jump to Tableau and get started. First, let's create a bar chart to show sales done for different subcategories. So drag subcategory to the row shelf, then drag sales to the column shelf. Let's turn on the labels by clicking on show marks label button. Let me change the fit to entire view. We have to show sales in terms of dollars. So we will have to format this sales field. Right click on format and then click on pane. So whenever we use this sales field, we will have to format this field every time we use in the worksheet. So go to currency custom. Here prefix will be dollar sign and we don't want to show any decimal places, and the display units should be in terms of thousands. So now we are getting the correct number format. To save some time, we can give default number format to this sales field so that we don't have to format this field every time we use in the worksheet. Let me show you. Close this format sales window. Now go to the sales field, click on the drop down, and here we will see option of default properties. So go to number format, and here we want to show the sales in terms of dollars and we don't want to show any decimal places. Display units should be thousands. Click on OK. Create a new sheet. Now whenever you will drag the sales field in the worksheet, the default format will come in terms of dollars. Let me show you. Now suppose we wanted to show sales done for different segments. So drag segment to the row shelf, then drag sales to the column shelf. So here we have a bar chart that shows sales for different segments. Let me turn on the labels. Let me change the fit to entire view. Here you will notice that the sales by default is coming in the correct format in which we want to display the sales. There are various options that we get under default properties. So we can add a comment to a particular measure or dimension, like maybe I can write here, this is auto generated field from the superstore data. Click on OK. Now whenever you will hover on this sales field, you will get a comment. So here you can notice a comment is coming. Let's see what all other properties we have under default properties. Here for different measures we can also see aggregation and the total using. So you might have noticed that whenever we drag sales field, by default the aggregation is sum. Suppose we want to change the aggregation and by default we want to show average. So from here you can select average, create a new sheet. Let me drag region to the row shelf, then drag sales to the column shelf. Now you will notice that by default average sales field is coming in the column shelf instead of sum. Let's now see what all options we get for dimensions. go to shape mode, go to default properties, and here we can assign default shape to the dimensions or give color to different dimensions. Let's select color. So by default, these four colors are given to these shape modes. If you want, you can assign another colors to these. Let me click on this winter. Now click on assign palette. Here you will notice that the colors for the dimensions has changed. Click on OK. Now let's drag shape mode to color. So here you will notice that these are the four default colors that we just changed by changing the default properties for shape mode. So in this way you can change the default properties for dimensions and measures and save a lot of time. You won't have to change the format of measures or the colors for these dimensions every time we use in the worksheet. This was all that I had to cover in this session. I hope this session was helpful. See you in the next tutorial.